Hey fam, welcome to another episode of The Doors That We've Opened. I'm Blake McKay. I'm joined with my beautiful wife,
Bethany McKay.
And together we make up the McKay Group real estate team. This show is about faith, family, real estate, and lifestyle in the Middle Tennessee area. We hope that it encourages, inspires, and maybe motivates you in some way to do awesome things with your life. If you want to follow us a little bit closer, we're on Instagram at Nashville Top Realtor. We also have a really cool show out called Nashville Next Door. And if you do a keyword search on your streaming platforms for American Dream TV Network, you can see us there. If you need any help with social media, whatever the case may be, photography, videography, or studio sessions like this one, make sure you check out Clutch Socials and City Limit Studio. Thanks to Mitch and Hope for all of your help.
So come along with us on this episode of The Doors We've Opened. So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about a lot of different doors that we've opened. I'm kind of just going to use it as a fun way to ask fun random questions back and forth to each other so you can see a little bit of a glimpse of the doors that we've opened and how we hope to use these stories to bless yours. So I just want to sit here and ask each other questions and just riff off of each other. This really does incorporate or encompass, I should say, really the heart behind when we were thinking about podcasting and just talking, because I feel like a lot of people in our circle or in our public space is always like, wow, you have some really good stories. And I laugh because I'm like, well, I have good stories because I've lived a lot of life at a very young age. And some of the stories are just like super close to our heart, kind of personal in a way, but we also, without getting too, deep, I guess we will go deep in some things for sure, to be transparent with our audience.
And authentic.
We do really well when we just go back and forth and riff off of each other. And so I have developed a series of questions to kind of help us stage, if you will, what the doors we've opened means and where we're taking this podcast and our heart behind it. So I'm going to ask you the first question. And it is, when you hear the phrase, behind every door, there is a story, what does it mean to you?
So I think of as we've said before, the doors that we've opened are the chapters and seasons and new places that we've gone as a family. The doors that we've opened in real estate, the doors that we've opened when it comes to our spiritual life and our relationship with God. I think about all of the different ways that metaphor signifies something new or something that we have. I'll repeat myself, but it symbolizes a new chapter. There's a change in the environment. There's something, when we open a door in a house, we go from the outside to the inside, or when we go from the living room to the kitchen. Like there's a purpose there behind the door. And when you're in that new place, your purpose can change. Your purpose in that space is different from what it was before. Whether you're looking for something or preparing for something or resting, like all of these cool things that when I think about the doors that we've opened, we're getting to a new place. And in that new place, there are features, there are responsibilities, there are things to be learned and things to be done in that new space.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that we named it The Doors We've Opened.
Yeah. Kind of a little motivational thing.
And we hope that through the doors we've opened and the lessons and the different things that we've learned, there can be nuggets and takeaways for our people through these stories. Okay, next question. You got this one.
All right. Can you share a door in your life that completely changed things once you walked through it?
Yeah, so many. Which one am I going to talk about? Just quick overview. Probably it's real estate, right?
Yep.
I mean, everything leading up to getting into residential real estate, all of it just completely, it's more than I could have ever dreamed or imagined. It's taken some twists and some turns and some, learning experiences, but going into residential real estate literally changed our family tree and the generations to come. And still growing, still learning, still walking through that door, to be honest. Still, there's always lessons and pivoting and growing and systemizing. But as a whole, definitely real estate has changed our lives.
Yeah. And you've always had a business ownership bent. Everybody sees the success that you have had in this particular endeavor. But leading up to this, there was like half a dozen different things that we were thinking about doing as to be small business creators and small business owners. Yeah. And I think that's where some of the cool stuff that recognizing that about us is because we recognize that small business ownership did two things. One, it satisfied a passion. It met a need that we had to do something that we were really, really excited about. Right. Whether it was the long gone workout program that you were planning on doing that focused on.
Before AI was cool, I built bots.
Yeah. So you built the bots. You
did coding.
You did coding, and that was for real estate leads and stuff like that. Yeah. But I was thinking about the prenatal workout program that you were creating.
Before working out was cool and you're pregnant, and there was such a faux pas against getting your heartbeat over. So back in definitely
the day,
an entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah. So it was satisfying a passion and it was meeting a need, but also like the cool thing about business ownership is the complete upside financially is really cool for wealth building. Yeah. Like that there are certain jobs that give the ability to build wealth over time. There's no question about it. It's been done over and over again. But the speed at which we could do that and the lifestyle that we could have while doing that was unmatched in any other industry that we looked at. Yeah, so, for sure. So it's not just about real estate. It's about you being a business owner, a business founder is what I would say to take it a step deeper.
Yeah, and now that you say that out loud, I guess I actually like the business development side of creating new ways to earn income over just real estate. Yeah. So that is for sure.
So real estate agent is the avatar, but business growth and development is the passion. Yeah. I would say 100%. That's the door that we were continually trying to walk through. Yeah. And the best expression of that has been what we're doing now.
Yep. All right. So I've got another question for you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Well, I'm deciding which one I actually want to ask you. You're going to talk about this more in another podcast in length a little bit. There's going to be more to this story, but was there ever a door you thought you wanted, but God kept shut? And what did that teach you? So because we're going to be talking about this later in depth because it is such a good story, then what's the overview of that?
Was it the special operations?
Yeah, I guess you can pick whatever you want. I was going with the story of you ending up working with me, and we never thought that was going to, well, we always wanted that to happen. We kind of always thought it was going to be me working with you, not you working with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Like I
kept trying to create businesses that you would do and I would
so I've said this before. I was a police officer for Nashville, and I was actually loving it. Like there was a lot of cool stuff, a lot of sad stuff, a lot of scary stuff. But I was just hitting my stride. I was like getting awards for stuff. I was getting advancements.
You're on track for that pension.
Yeah, it's funny because I said I was going to do I said I was going to do 10 years.
And you don't get a pension at 10?
You do get a pension at 10,
okay.
but it's very small.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like...
yeah, you're right.
I wasn't like hugely invested in the financial side of things when it came to that.
You just loved your job.
I loved my job.
Yeah.
And I remember getting ready for bed with you, and I had just done the SWAT tryout, and I was like, you and I need to have a serious conversation because this tryout went really well, and I am going to be on the SWAT team, and our life is going to change significantly because there's call outs. You're constantly on call. Like you're very like, we're going to have plans one day and then all of a sudden dad's going to get called into work.
Yeah.
Like we need to talk about this. And like, it was 3 months after that where your real estate was firing on all cylinders and you said, I need help. And it can be either you or I can hire somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, all this, the drama that I was going through at the department at the time, it went from like the highest highs to the lowest lows as far as my position in there. And
God shut that door.
Yeah, you really did.
Because you wouldn't have done it.
No.
Nor would I have. I would have probably gotten to the point where I'd have been like, okay, we need to change something. But I don't think I necessarily would have been able to get you to leave the department.
Right.
God had to do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. What are some other questions? What's one door we opened recently?
All right. So I like this one. Okay.
For me?
Yep.
Okay.
In real estate, we literally walk through doors every day.
Okay.
What is a client or home story that stands out?
Ooh. Yikes.
Yeah, I know it'd be easier to pick 5 stories, but just one that's fresh or stands out in your mind right now.
Well, I mean, I've had a lot of things that have happened, and it's crazy because once you finally get a transaction closed, you're kind of like, I never want to think about that again because it was
just file it away. Don't bring it back.
File that away.
I am never working with that client again.
Yes, I know. Yeah, there are some clients I will never work with again.
Best client ever.
Not worth it.
I want to be a part of your family.
Right. Yes.
Can you adopt me?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, walking through doors every day. What is one of the?
Well,
which one stands out to you the most? Because I talk to you about them.
I'll start
but
one,
and
it's kind of just a funny realization for me. So, the first big one that we had. Where
which one?
It was 2.1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay. Yeah.
So first up, there's so many cool things going on in this story. All right.
Okay, then he's gonna take this one away.
Yeah. So Bethany was heavily invested in Instagram. As treating it as a lead source. So she provides...
Before it was cool.
That's the thing. Before it was cool. Like she was doing viral sound bites and dance numbers and voiceovers and lip syncing.
The game has changed.
Yeah. And I had to act in all of these things. And
you were so mad at me.
I tried to have a good attitude out of it.
He was so mad at me.
You can go back and look. I think I put the effort in.
Because we only did the highlight reel, not the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay, fair. But anyway, so it was really cool to see people build trust with us without having met us. And so like everything in real estate, pull back the curtain. Real estate agents are trained as salespeople all the time. Like that, if you are
Master of sales.
if you are wanting to advance and grow in your business, you are told then you need to be a master salesman. So you need to learn how to convert a cold lead into a warm lead into a hot lead.
Yeah.
And you do that through psychology, you do that through persuasion, through scripts, through what is it? Conflict handling? Not conflict.
De-escalation.
The thing when people throw something in your face and you overcome it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I expected us to go through, and we never did. We never did that.
No.
We never said we never went through a script training process where if the client says this,
we're going to combat it with
and balks at the prospect of signing a listing agreement, well, then you say this. Like, we never did any of that. Whenever someone came in through Instagram and direct messaged you, they were always, you're the agent for me.
Yep.
These are my needs.
Yep.
When can we meet in person to discuss some more details?
Yep.
And I was floored
because
that was not an industry standard.
Right.
Like, everything was about conversion. It was never said, here's my money, take it.
Right.
And stuff like that. So that was happening, and it was mind-blowing to me, like a new realization of how we could serve people by just providing value and education. And then it was a couple from Chicago, and they were very wealthy. Like, they had done their own small business thing and sold
did really
it
well.
and did really well. And they had a pile of cash, and they wanted to buy
I want to
really
see them.
nice
I
house.
miss them.
Yeah. And so me being a young agent, like, the highest price point of a transaction that I had been a part of up at that point was probably like $500,000.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at houses at 2 million and above. And I was just like feeling so out of my depth. Like, I need to know so much more about this house, because it
was a 9,000 square foot house with an elevator.
It was a really big house. And I was just like, are they going to want to know if it's imported Italian marble floors? Like, what? Yeah. How much of this house do I need to know? Because on all of the other price points, I knew those things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure that they understand that this is a good house for this area and all of the features and stuff like that. And I was expecting to get like question after question after question of the details and the structure of the home. And I got none of that.
Maybe because I handled it.
Did you get a lot of those questions? Did they ask you a bunch of
not
super
what
particular
type
stuff?
of marble it was, because they were going to change out the countertops anyways and like redo a lot of the house into their own style. Because if you remember, the style was wacky, even though it was a great house. So when a client has vision for making it their own, it's amazing, because they can see past a light fixture or a paint color. Some clients, they can't see past it. They can't see what that next is. But you're right. They were so chill, so sweet, so down to earth.
Their attitude was like,
tell us what to do.
We'll take it.
Tell us what to do. We had to get through inspections and some negotiation, and the agent on the other side, still to this day, not my favorite person.
That was the other realization too.
Yeah, I will say that was my first realization, probably, with how you could sell a $2 million, $3 million property and have the lack of, and this is going to sound really bad for our industry, but she was just not nice. She was not when you're going through a transaction, in some regards, selling agent and buying agent are on the same team in a certain extent. Yes, we are both advocating for either party, but buyer wants to buy and seller wants to sell. We both want to get to the closing table.
Let's work towards that goal.
Let's work towards that goal and come up with a solution that works for both sides. And sometimes that's not always the case with the agent on the other side, as far as so many things. That's a whole other thing. We won't get into that. But back to this story. Yes, that one was surprisingly a breeze for a multi-million-dollar property. And you know what? It made it that way. It was the clients. The clients are who made that transaction. There was some things, some tiny little hiccups. Remember something to do with the financing at the very end. I remember being at the Lucky Rooster, and they were calling me. We had to figure some things out. But yeah, that was a nice door to walk through. And the house is beautiful, and what they've done with it is so cool. I just love what they're building.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So I answered that one. So you still need one. Okay.
Let's scroll down.
All right. If you could open any door in Nashville right now, which one would it be and why?
One door. Any door. In Nashville.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's funny because it doesn't need to be a property.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking real estate.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, can I say more than one?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm thinking when we just got done talking about like businesses, right? And starting a small business. I love getting to know and wanting to interview people that have gone before us and done the hard thing and built something from nothing. The more people I can talk about that with, I'm excited for. Oh, I just thought of one. And I actually hoped to interview her on our new TV show. Because, In-N-Out Burger just moved their headquarters here. I'm sorry. I'm a really big In-N-Out Burger fan because I grew up in California, so definitely partial. And it's cheap comparatively. And it's just good. I like it. Sorry if you don't like it. And they're moving their whole headquarters here. And to listen to the story of the lineage of how In-N-Out Burger came and her grandfather and how now she's running it and their decision to move it here to Tennessee, I can't wait to hear that story and hear, there's so many layers to that. There's so many lessons learned and different acquisitions of land and building all these infrastructures and the distribution center so it can be close by so their food can be fresh, like just learning all those different pieces. So I think if there's any door that I could open, the more doors I actually want to open is getting in front of business leaders in really any kind of industry, because we can learn something from everybody. And what we are growing is a business, is a legacy, not just a transaction, right? Yeah. And so,
that would be incredible to talk to her.
I know. I'm going to try to reach out to.
Aside from the notoriety of In-N-Out, that's a family company that's been around for 3 generations.
Yeah.
And it's maintained its quality
and its standard,
throughout that entire time.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of lifestyle where one patriarch or parents look at the children and say, hey, we're equipping you. This thing is going to continue beyond us, and we want you to lead it in the future. And I get really excited about 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation success stories. They're rare,
right?
Because it requires so much vision for the future. Most people are working until retirement age and then check out. And I think you and I are built of the same quality as other successful families, where we're looking at our children and we're like, hey, this thing is going to continue beyond me. I want you to lead it. Here's the skills you're going to need. Here's some things that we're going to have to work on developing so that you're a good fit for it. And also asking the question of who's naturally more bent to get this. Yeah. And recognizing those character attributes that are innate in them and saying, no, this is going to be good for them. I'm not trying to force them into the mold, but this is going to help them. Yeah.
Let's just do one more. All right. And then we'll call it on this one.
Okay.
If our kids had to describe the doors they've opened, what do you think they'd say? Oh man, I wish they were here right now. They actually did ask. They're like, when can we talk? Yeah. And I was like, that would actually be pretty hilarious.
Yeah. The doors that they've opened.
Let's start with one at a time. I'll do Bear.
Okay.
Bear is an 80-year-old man stuck in a 15-year-old body through and through. Old soul. Old man. And I will say that our property, our ranch, is going to be run by him one day. The ranch and the home, he is such a homebody. He loves it. He adores it. He putts around like a little old fart, and it's going to be like his homestead, and we'll probably get kicked out, quite honestly. It's probably just going to end up being his, and he's just going to take over. So right now he's walking through that season of, being 15, learning how to drive, getting into more of responsibility, manhood. He's doing, business skills, and we're teaching him different things. And so, but yeah, I just see like the property and the ranch that's going to be his.
Yeah.
But Brooke, what do you think about Brooke?
Well, Brooke is very responsible, and she's very tender when it comes to children that are not her family, that are younger than her, like a natural caregiver.
Yeah.
And the door that she's opened recently is actually applying that natural care to the Mother's Day Out program.
Yeah.
So
she's 13, and she just got her first hourly paid job where she's going to work 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And that was all her.
Yeah.
She's the one that brought it to us and was like, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to go to work." And we're like,
and she told us when her interviews and her training days.
Super responsible.
Yeah. And she's also interested in the girly things like makeup and hair, and she very quickly started talking about wanting to do that professionally. And as awesome of a career path that is, I recognize that many of these beauticians and stylists rent their chair from the commercial space that they're
and we're like, no, you're going to own it.
And she was very receptive to that. She immediately understood.
She hired her sister. She's like, okay, I'm going to do this, and Bradley, you're gonna
yeah. So of course, when the day comes, and she's licensed and all of the things and stuff like that, but she has a natural ability to care for people. She has a natural inclination to make things beautiful. She's always neat and tidy and gets frustrated by messes and loves the hair and makeup.
Yeah.
But I wanted her to use the leftover skills, the leftover information that we have around a dinner table when it comes to real estate transactions. I wanted her to use that and not forget about hey, you know more than the average 13-year-old about real estate and commercial properties just by being our daughter.
Right.
And so I want you to keep this in mind for when the day comes, and maybe she will own her own place and have the chair rentals and stuff like that. So
she's already talked about trying to figure out for next summer where she can intern and like wash people's hair and learn and stuff. So I'm sure she'll probably do that next summer. But yeah, so how do we explain Briley?
I came in like a wrecking ball.
She's so we like to describe her as Stitch.
The Disney character from the movie Lilo and Stitch.
Is Stitch.
A ball of energy, just super sweet.
She looks like a Disney character, first of all, when she says things and acts a certain way. Yeah. She can be really, really sweet.
A lot of energy.
And then just completely terrifying. Like before we came here, her conversation with you literally went like this. Hey, you need to pay up. And you're like, pay up for what? And she's like, my molar. And you're like, oh yeah, sorry.
She lost a tooth.
Yeah, the tooth fairy's got to go to the ATM. Sorry, I forgot. She's like, yeah, you've forgotten for a really long time. And it's a molar. And you're like, okay. And she was like, do you remember how much you paid me for my last molar? And you're like, no. And she's like, $5, Dad. So and then she goes like this. She's counting her money. She goes, so according to my calculations, she's like doing the math. And she's like, so this is what's going to happen. And she's so matter of the fact. She can be scary. Like some of her siblings, honestly, she's scary. Like she can be so feisty, so ruthless in her speech and just the way she attacks things. She's tiny, okay? She's this tiny, like she is going to be 12 in October, but she has the frame of like a 9-year-old, but she has a voice, even when she sings, it's this raspy, beautiful, deeper voice. And then just her
Very
whole,
soulful.
her whole demeanor is a lot. So God's going to use her. I know that he is, because she is going to change lives. I know that she is. And because once she knows something is the truth and she grasps it and she knows it's hers, she doesn't stop.
Yeah, the intensity.
The intensity is there. And so God's going to use her somehow. I know for sure. And I'm excited to see that. Our baby, Bo, he's not our baby anymore. I need to stop saying that. But he's my baby, and he loves that. He is the baby of the family.
Yeah. The doors that he's opened are just having fun right now. The doors, like, that's the chapter of life that he's in.
Living his best life.
Yeah, like riding bikes, asking about electric guitars and
baseball,
and hunting with me. Like that, he's just in a very
terrorizing his siblings.
Yeah, he's just in a very fun stage of life right now.
Yeah, 9 is fun. I like 9.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. He annoys his siblings so much because he can be loud.
Yeah.
But he's super sweet, especially with me. He loves his mama so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are some of the doors that we have walked through. Just high glimpses of, going with some questions of things that have shaped the reason why we have named this the doors we've opened. And so we really hope that as we open up these doors and we share some of the discovery behind each and every one of them, that you learn something from them. Maybe you're walking through that door that we're specifically talking about that day, and somehow it touches you and gives you peace and gives you hope for the future. And so as our stories are told through the doors we've opened, we hope that it helps change yours. So thank you for listening to today's episode on the doors we've opened. We hope that it was a blessing and an encouragement, and we hope that by telling our stories, you can learn from it and it can be an inspiration for you.